Welcome back, G's and Gets. We're here with our special friend, Rob King, who is a fresh and brand new dad. So congratulations, Rob.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Getting used to no sleep and just operating in that mode, but it's one of the most rewarding and beautiful things you can ever be a part of, and just seeing their growth day to day, hour to hour. It's incredible in between all the pooey nappies.
Pooey nappies. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to that.
Oh, bro, my technique is so fast now.
You got it down packed, huh?
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
But thank you for having me. Very excited to be here.
Yep, me too.
It's. I think last time we spoke, we were speaking more a little bit about like politics, and we're in a bear market, and there wasn't that much to talk about, but times have changed.
Yeah, definitely. And if you guys try to find the last two videos I did with Rob King, don't bother because they've been erased off YouTube because YouTube are cucks. So there's nothing much we can do about that. Maybe looking to switch to Rumble sometime soon, but for now, YouTube is the way to go.
Yeah, we were talking a bit. We could have been mistaken for an Alex Jones podcast, I think, last time we spoke.
Yeah, definitely. But today's a bit of a change of topic, different theme. We're just going to be talking about the crypto markets in general, some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, and then heading over to the Richard Heart ecosystem, some PulseChain, HEX, PulseX, incentive token, and then probably heading down to the meme space as well. I got my meme investor hat on for everyone watching, and I'm literally putting my meme hat on, and I'm ready to get dirty and degenerate with Rob. So Rob, are you ready?
So ready. Let's go.
Lovely. All right, let's get up the screen of the Bitcoin chart because that's where we usually start off with. All right, so if we put this baby on the weekly, you can see we've had a beautiful run up since the FTX collapse of November 2022, and a lot of people, myself included, thought that the Bitcoin ETF, which got released here, would have been a sell the news event, but it was one of those rare cases where it was actually a buy the news event, which propelled us to all-time highs, and we have that all-time high right here of about 74,000 US dollars. And ever since then, we hit that peak and kind of been drifting down / sideways. And we've actually got that nice little weekly candle here. Let's put it on the monthly, see how that September Rectember's going. Rectember's actually doing not bad. Not bad at all.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that low.
I think people thought it was going to be a lot worse.
Oh yeah, myself included.
We're not through yet.
Yeah, because usually for the non-crypto natives, September is usually called Rectember because it's usually just a red month. But I think we had that red month last month when Pokemon Island almost exploded, aka Japan. And we've had a nice little recovery ever since then. So market's looking pretty good, ready for a nice little pump in October, hopefully.
Definitely, yeah. I could for sure see the market even front running October a little bit as we get to the end of September, because the information is out there a lot more now too. Like people are very clued in, their fingers close on the pulse of the market, and sort of their understanding what's happening in previous cycles. People are more aware of that September is a down month, that everyone's talking about how good October is going to be. So then people start to think, okay, well the bottom's in, I'll buy now and front run October, and then everyone else is on the other side. So it's just funny seeing how the market works. It's just those candles just all represent human emotions, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Human emotions plotted on a graph against time is how I always refer to it. And human emotion is one of those things where it's pretty predictable. It's typical because we're all humans. We all have emotions. That's why only the stoic in markets survive. And we're pretty used to having no emotions, being in the HEX and PulseChain ecosystem, being down 99% and still thriving and just persevering and pushing through.
Richard Hearts of Ice.
Absolutely.
We turned to stone.
Absolutely. And, the election's right around the corner. So I think the Democrats want to pump the markets as we go into the election. So that's another thing to look forward to. Global liquidity also rising. So it's just a recipe of just a massive pump going into Q4 of this year. And then 2025 being the big one. So very looking forward to that. So let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum's been a bit poopy, but it's all right. I think the worst of it may be behind us. Let's put this on a weekly. So yeah, Ethereum. We got the Ethereum ETF released as well. Unfortunately, that was a sell the news event. So you could see it reached at about $4,000. Now it's sitting about,
Yeah, I thought it would actually do better than the Bitcoin ETF.
yeah,
I thought.
same. Unfortunately, it hasn't been the case. And if we look at that Ethereum BTC split, it's yeah, 0.04. That's actually disgusting. I think Somi gives it a brown crumpled slip shoe
Yeah, like an
emoji.
old leathery boot or something. Like, yeah. It's kind of like when you play Monopoly. It's like when everyone's going for all the different thimbles. That's always the boot is always the last one. Whoever hands the slowest gets the boot.
Yep, exactly. Some of the coins that I've been looking at, so Fetch AI has been a very good performer ever since that Japan carry trade exploded, and you can see it's pretty much off the lows. What are we looking at here? Yeah, it's almost 2x off the lows. I think it's a very good performer going into the bull market, being, pretty much the Bitcoin of the AI coins, and the AI narrative being strong because of Nvidia just cranking. What do you reckon?
Yeah, absolutely. I do think AI is going to get another big run this bull market. Meme coins. We might see gaming have a little bit of a run too, especially if someone can nail a really good game, which no one seems to have really smashed out like a Call of Duty level kind of game yet. But we might see that,
It'll
and that
come.
could really take it'll come. And I think those three narratives are going to be huge. A lot of people are now calling, a lot of influencers are calling for sort of these tech VC tokens to have a bit of a renaissance and DeFi 3.0, I guess you could call it. And
Mm-hmm.
we might see that, but also the market just might also not want to touch that. I mean, if you're a new user coming in and you've just seen, an ad like on the UFC and that's caught your attention, you're drinking, Bud Light or something like that, and you're like, oh, I might go get some crypto. I think a lot of those people, they're either going to get like, a top five crypto, or they're going to go very degen and jump into like the dirtiest stuff they can, like memes and things like that. And we're starting to see Elon talk, like sort of mention a little bit about Doge with his little acronym.
Mm-hmm.
He's going for his new role if Donald Trump gets in.
Department of
But
Government Efficiency is the one, I
yeah,
believe.
yeah. So
Doge.
yeah, exactly. So I expect that to have a huge impact on the market when we do go bullish. When Bitcoin, especially Bitcoin breaks its all-time high again
Yeah.
this year, we should see a huge run up. But yeah, AI coins, I think yeah, if you're getting some of those now, they're on big discounts after their huge run earlier in the year. So
Yep.
I think it's probably safe bet to sort of have a few of those in your portfolio
Yep.
exposure.
Absolutely. I always recommend, Bitcoin and Ethereum being your biggest stack, and then you can also mix in some Solana with that, and make sure you have exposure to the AI world and obviously the meme world as well. So we got Fetch AI, which is the AI play. In terms of the gaming play, I like Illuvium. It's been in the dumpsters at the moment, but it's a great price at $40 at the moment. I mean, this thing I could definitely see it going back to $1,000, and from here that's a good 25x, not bad. So you got Illuvium, and then the one I was on previously, you mentioned the VC coins. So Sui has been showing a lot of strength coming off the bottom here at 45 cents. It's already up 125%. It's so Raoul Paul has been soft shilling this one in the backgrounds, and he's always been talking about this coin, the new Solana of this cycle, and he's on the founder of Sui, and it is a big VC coin, but it is showing a lot of signs of strength, and it could be one of those potential ones that just blasts off this cycle. So I've got some exposure to Sui ecosystem as well, and they're the creators of the Facebook Meta project that was supposed to be the big dog in the crypto sector until the US government shut it down. So it looks very promising to me and showing a lot of signs of strength technically as well.
Definitely, yeah. I've a bit of Sui as well. I think it can do quite well. I think especially once the influencers start talking about it, it'll probably take off a lot, and we'll probably get a bit of a narrative of Solana killers towards this second half of the bull run. Last bull run it was all about the Ethereum killers, and some of those had, like Solana and Avalanche, had huge run ups, and Solana's already had a huge run up this bull run. I think its best days of the bull run are probably behind it. And
Probably it hit $8.
Solana maxis,
Yeah.
Solana maxis are probably gonna, hate that because they probably think like it's going to be their whole bull run, but it's not often that coins get an entire bull run. They get a part of a bull run, and they get that, but it's not often that they get to shine the entire time. The love gets shared around, and we might see that. We might see a narrative of Solana killers and things like Sui, where they're faster, they're cheaper, and people are going to jump all over that. Especially if someone can replicate what Solana did with meme coins, then they're going to take a lot of market share, I think, from them. So especially if they're faster, cheaper, and then can bring people in like Solana did with the meme coins, then that's going to be huge. And with Illuvium, I do think they've got a good team. They've been working a long time on the game, and yeah, I actually flipped some of the land on there for some profits a while ago when it was really hot, and yeah, it's probably actually a good time to get back in now because it's down a bit from when I got in.
Yeah,
So
it's great
yeah,
prices. $40 is a great entry right here if you haven't
great,
had any
great
exposure.
entry.
It's a good project, great entry. And then speaking of the meme coins, you said the chain with that can cater for the meme coins will probably do well. And I honestly think that's got to be PulseChain. Like we have some of the best memes on PulseChain, and it's not even close. Like when you compare it, yes, Solana does have a lot of meme coins, and they did start the meme coin renaissance in the crypto markets, but as we know, Solana is just full of JEETs. It's literally JEET city. People will just sell on a 2x and don't look back, Whereas in PulseChain, we have all the hallmarks of the Richard Hart ecosystem, the Richard Hart ethos of holding and delayed gratification and not trading and not picking up pennies in front of freight trains. So that all comes down from Richard Hart himself, and that's the antithesis of PulseChain itself. And you can see, look at this beautiful weekly candle that we got off the lows, and I don't know about you, but it looks like it's bottom to me. It looks like we got a double bottom, and it's clear blue skies. As long as Ethereum and Bitcoin keep pumping from here, I mean, PulseChain, as we know, is leverage on Ethereum and should do much better than Ethereum and Bitcoin, especially once Richard Hart is happy to start rotating some of that 170,000 Ethereum into the ecosystem.
Oh yeah, send it, please. And I think it's smart. He did a few tests before with HEX, seeing how the market respond when he injected a bit of capital, and obviously at that time it sort of didn't do too much. So I think this time he's going to get the timing right, and he'll jump on when the momentum's right, and all the new users coming in, their bags are going to pump, and all us people who've been holding for so long, it's going to be even greater. So yeah, the wait will be worth it.
It's crazy. Even HEX, man. HEX was the abandoned one, and it's had a crazy run off the lows. Like in just a few days, it's already up a 2x. I mean, yes, it's gotten slaughtered. This is when Richard Hart, the market has chosen, it literally killed HEX and blamed it on the market. That was very funny. Not really funny.
And only those with rock diamond balls were brave enough to start averaging in at those lows.
Yeah, absolutely. I bought some HEX at these lows. I'm already up like 2x. So I literally bought this low down here. I'm just like, it's not going anywhere, guys. Played. It's not going anywhere. It's the first child. It's the firstborn of Richard Hart. He's not going to abandon it like that. And the liquidity is so thin. It doesn't take much for it to pump an absurd amount. So it's just like risk to reward. I mean, it just makes sense to me.
Absolutely, yeah. It'll pump hard. A high tide raises all ships, and as everything's liquidity bonded. So as the tip of the spear, which probably is going to be, would you say, PulseChain?
Yeah, so PulseChain would be the spear of the ecosystem. Yep.
Yep, and everything else is going to rise with it, and meme coins are going to be the biggest beneficiary of that, as you were just saying.
The PulseChain meme coins, especially, because we're so contrarian, we're so undervalued, we're so hated. Once these crypto newbies come in and they see green candles, we both know green candles is the best form of marketing you could ever have. And that's just gonna, I'm just gonna welcome the newbies with open arms. Come and buy my bags, everyone.
Exactly. And, probably everyone's going to be early until the PulseChain memes are on centralized exchanges, which it will happen because at the end of the day, centralized exchanges, they love to list coins if they're popular. And so once these coins start to, get 10 million, 100 million market cap, and they're going to start getting listed on some of the centralized exchanges. Yeah. And I think Binance now as well, their big criteria is distribution. So are the tokens allocated to founders? Are they just spread all across users? And I think pretty much every meme coin on PulseChain has been a fair launch or close to it. And so the distribution is great. And so I think I could see a lot of meme coins in the PulseChain ecosystem getting listed on Binance in the future. And so because they've kind of, you know, switched modes. And I think with CZ getting out in October,
Oh yeah.
it's all signs point green.
That's a recipe for a big pump. And the PulseChain meme coins have really outperformed the PulseChain core coins to everyone's disbelief. I mean, it's crazy. Like you got PulseChain, PulseX, HEX, and Incentive Token, which are the core coins. But then you got stuff like PDAI, the incredible PDAI, HOA, Hex Orange Address, the Atropa ecosystem. You got Icosa, Teddy Bear, the premier meme coin on PulseChain. You got Dick with Butt, Bro token, that's BitBoy's token. It's actually rounded off and heading back up. Pika on
Some
PulseChain,
of that as well.
Orange Man Good. Like the Grace currency, the alien coin has just gone insane. I mean,
Yeah. What is it at 40 million market cap or something like that?
so market cap wise, this is sitting 30, yeah, about 37.5 million.
Wow. Yeah.
That's
It's
nuts.
done really well. Yep.
And it started literally from what, less than a million. Oh my god!
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at
I think,
that
I think,
chart.
I think B Roots covered it at like 100,000, didn't he? Or
Wow,
something?
that's insane.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. That just shows you guys the power of the meme coins. And if you don't have a meme allocation in this cycle, you're doing it the wrong way. If you look the first half of the bull run, so pretty much year to date as of today, the meme sector on average has gone up 14x. Whereas the second best, I think, is it's either real world assets or layer one chains. They've only gone up like a 2 or 3x. So it's clear that the market has really shifted towards the meme coins. And it makes sense because meme coins are just a popularity contest. Whoever can get the most attention, the most eyeballs, create the dankest memes, is gonna appreciate the most in price.
Absolutely. And you can always tell, like when you go into Telegram groups of meme coins and the people are just having fun in there and they're sharing memes and they're having jokes and there's a lot of banter going on. You know that's a strong community. It's, you know, if you go into a Telegram and everyone's just like, when price go up, when dev do something, like it's like if everyone's just there for price to go up and they're not actually just having organic fun, it's you know, they still probably get a bit of a pump, but it's not going to be as strong as one where the foundation is built on a true community just having fun, and that's what memes are all about. Yeah, I think people really screw themselves out of profits when they get stuck in a maxi mindset, and no one wants to admit they're a maxi. You know, you've got Bitcoin maxis at the top, and then you're going to have, you know, people who are in Hex and PulseChain, and they might just have Hex, PulseChain, PulseX, and Inc. And they say, oh, don't bother with anything else. But they laugh at Bitcoin or ETH maxis, but they've become PulseChain Hex maxis, and so they don't want to touch anything below that. And the cycle just continues. That's why you have to stay flexible. You have to, you know, watch what the market wants, watch what it needs, and adjust accordingly. Like if you get stuck in your ways, then you really just screw yourself out of being able to take advantage of the market.
Yeah, Dollar Cost Crypto said it the best. He goes, "Don't be a coin maxi, be coin agnostic, be a profit maxi. Chase where the profits are."
Yeah, that's articulated much better than what I said. But yeah, exactly.
Awesome. What is this, Rob? What are we looking at right here?
Oh yeah, Hex USD chart. It is looking good. We are pumping hard, and I think that yeah, we're just going to continue to go up from here as long as, like, obviously this just completely just shits the bed if ETH and BTC dump here.
Yeah.
But I don't think we will. We might get a little slight retracement, but I think the markets are sending a clear message that we're going to have an altcoin mania soon. And I think, yeah, altcoins versus Bitcoin is just going to fly.
Yeah.
And specifically coins in the PulseChain Hex ecosystem. Hex itself is just primed to pump right now. I think it's because it's been smashed. You can only go so far down before there's like no sellers left because everyone's sold.
Yeah.
And I think we've bottomed out, and now you can just see those juicy green candles. And green, as Somi says, green candles give belief. Green candles make people buy.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I think I showed the wrong one. I wanted to show you
Oh, did you?
this one here, but that's fine. That was
Ah.
good. Yes.
Because I thought I was like, didn't we just talk about
Yeah,
Hex?
yeah. My apologies. This is what I wanted you to talk about, my man.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks for the shout out. So this is my project revealing soon. That's not actually the name. We will be revealing the name once the token launches. But yeah, I actually didn't. I think a lot of people when they create projects, they think, oh, what can I do to take advantage of the market and make the most money? And when I came up with this project, I'd already done it in reverse because people are thinking, okay, what products can I add to this project to get things going? Whereas I'd actually already started on a product without the project concept. And so just for fun, I was kind of writing a bit of a manga because I like my creative writing, and I was writing a bit of a manga uh, in the PulseChain HEX ecosystem. And I was just having a lot of fun with it. And sort of when I got to about chapter 10, I was like, if I add in a different main character here and change it up a bit, this could be actually an epic project. And my thinking was that if this manga could also include influencers and memes outside of PulseChain, then the net flow increase of bringing people into the ecosystem could be huge. So yeah, I didn't draw any of this, by the way. I wrote the script, I wrote the story. Um, but yeah, I've got a very talented artist doing the actual yeah drawing of this, and it looks incredible. I've only provided a couple of sneak peeks on our Twitter, but some of the other the panels just look absolutely incredible, and I
Yep.
can't wait for
Yep.
this to release. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm actually already getting a lot of influencers hit me up and say they're keen, they want to be part of it. I've been
Awesome.
asking people, what type of character do you see yourself as? People have been letting me know their favorite animes and mangas. One of the big Pulse Chain influencers, I won't drop his name just yet, but he loves Attack on Titan, and so
Wow.
trying to work all that in, and it's so much fun. So yeah, once I basically came up with the manga, I was like, okay, so we created a character to be the main character of the story of the manga, who goes around, and we've got evil characters that they've got to defeat,
Who's
like
this guy in
Gary
front of
Gen.
us? This GG
Oh
character.
yeah, GG. I wonder who. Yes, yeah.
Is he a
So
semen demon by any chance?
he's the semen demon. We had to put Gary in there, and yeah, Gary doesn't fare too well, and I think that that's probably gonna show up in real life as well. I think this is going to be a bit of a reflection of that. So very much looking forward to that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's been amazing fun, and from there we didn't want to do just a pure manga. We wanted to create an environment where people could come in and easily create viral meme content. So the website, which is almost complete now, it's actually going to have a suite of tools for people to come in. There's going to be like a sort of simplified Photoshop version of a tool that people can use where they can just basically lasso, drag heads. They'll be and paste them on other pictures that they've uploaded. They'll already be provided a bunch of base heads like Richard Hart, our character's head, other things where they can just drag, resize, paste, upload, and just create memes really quickly. It's going to have a generate button so it can go straight to Twitter with appropriate hashtags, and obviously tagging our account. That helps to help make us go viral as well. And yeah, so excited about it. As it said there, AI tools. It's also going to have a face swap tool as well, so which will look a little bit cleaner than the cutting and dragging and pasting. But we needed both because the face swap function only works when the faces are front on and a similar angle, and you can't actually cut out characters that aren't humans, or you can't face swap characters that aren't humans onto other humans.
Yeah.
So we wanted to have the two tools for maximum, viral meme creation.
This is so great, man. I'm so excited for this. And I can't believe that, you're already in touch with a lot of Hex influencers making this happen. And you got, the AI narrative put into this as well. You're literally on the best chain for memes in crypto, PulseChain. And you've grown this already. It's already 1,200 followers in literally no time at all. Yeah, this has got some legs behind it. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen.
Thanks, bro. What does excite you the most about it?
I think the manga. I've never been a manga reader myself, but I'm a very big fan of Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon. And yeah, this is giving me those kinds of vibes, especially because I saw in one of the mangas, where was it? This one, there's like it's like, you see this fist? I'm very excited for what's behind that fist right there. That looks very cool.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't share who is behind that fist because it is our main character, so that's still revealing soon. But yeah, it's it's going to be very exciting when it drops. I've written a lot of PulseChain HEX influences into the story already. Somi, I'll just I don't want to spoil things, but I'll just say Somi is a Pokemon trainer slash master in it, and gonna have quite a close relationship with Pikachu or Pika to Pulse. So yeah, it's fun. I hope it takes off. I think it has the potential to. I think it has the potential to bring galvanize a lot of people in PulseChain and HEX together. Even people who have a little bit of rivalries and a bit of shit talking against each other. I think it can help galvanize people within PulseChain HEX ecosystem. I think with Richard Hart as well, it's a bit of a sort of publicity campaign for him, and I think having some people outside of PulseChain and HEX is going to help bring them in. And one of those is I'm actually writing in Jirasan characters. So Jirasan is formerly Project Gojira. It's the founder Shan. He's pretty big on the Twitter Spaces, and yeah, I'm a bit of a maxi in that NFT. I own 14 and of the Jirasans, and they're currently sitting on I think 0.6 ETH floor, so they've really taken off. And yeah, I wanted to write them into this because they've just been, in my opinion, easily the best NFT project of the last 3 years. They didn't get their flowers last NFT run as much as they probably should have, but they've just been working so hard this last 3 years. They're actually fluent over to was it the event over at Singapore? Token
249 or something like that. 2049.
2049.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've actually had a redacted airways, so they've got their own plane flying over there, and they're doing a Shark Tank event in that plane. All the everyone on there pretty much got on for free, except for if they were outside of the NFT community. And yeah, they're moving and shaking, doing amazing things. I've had a few of the whales who own like over 100 of the Jirasan NFTs, so do the math there.
Yeah.
And they are very keen to be a part of this manga. So I've written some of them in. Shout out to Madara. He's very keen for that. His NFT is a bit like a flame emperor. And we've got definitely DJ. He's also very keen to be a part of the manga. So yeah, very exciting. Bring them in. That's a whole new community that isn't necessarily aware of PulseChain and HEX yet. So bring in communities like that and helping legitimize things and growing the overall net flow of people. So yeah, very exciting.
Awesome. I think you're doing a great job. I think you're doing it the right way as well. 100% fair launch. You won't have any tokens, as I believe. Yeah. So you will be buying the tokens once the coin comes out. So will I. And yeah, like I can't wait for the mangas to come out because I really like the memes and all of that whole space. It really appeals to me, and you can make money off of it as well. So I mean, what's not to like about it?
Oh, exactly. And yeah, I think my biggest problem right now is actually getting the mangas drawn fast enough without sacrificing the quality, because I refuse to sacrifice the quality because I've seen how good the art is right now. And so yeah, I'm hoping I can just bring him on full time and his team and get them to just throw every other project they're working on to the wayside and just work on us full time. And eventually we want to turn that manga into an anime. We might have to do some kind of fundraising for that because animes are insanely expensive to make, insanely. So yeah, we'll see how that's going. But I've actually already got some voices recorded in Japanese for one of the chapters, and it came out so good. It sounds better in Japanese, to be honest, with and having the subtitles. It's authentic. It's yeah. So very excited for all things. Yeah, and you're 100% right. We're doing 100% fair launch, no allocations, no insiders. I'll be buying tokens just like you, just like everyone else from the market. So yeah, it's going to be on PulseX first, liquidity paired with PulseChain and PLS. So from there, we'll look for some other liquidity pairs as well. But yeah, it's going to be fun. At this stage, we are launching tomorrow, so Monday here in Australia. And yeah, that's I want to launch the website at the exact same time. So the only thing that would delay us is if the website isn't ready. But so far, everything's tracking well for that time frame. So yeah, if people want to follow that, jump in our Telegram group because that's where you will get the information first. Follow us on Twitter, which the information will then flow onto there. But yeah,
I'll put
it's
everything in
exciting, man.
the description box of this video once it's uploaded to YouTube. For anyone who wants to get involved, Rob, like where you said it's launching tomorrow, Monday, Australia time. Can you tell us which platform is it launching on, how we can get exposure to it? Obviously, we need to get access to the PulseChain network and get some Pulse before we can buy the memecoin itself. So you just want to share how people can get involved?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing would probably be just to jump on in our Telegram group and jump on follow our account on Twitter, which you'll provide,
Yep.
I guess, with after the video with the links.
Yep.
And yeah, like you said, we're launching on PulseChain, and we'll actually have the liquidity pair on PulseX, so you'll be able to pick it up from there. I say tomorrow, 9 p.m. Australian time. I think that is around 7 a.m. It's 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so like New York.
Mm-hmm.
If you're somewhere else, figure it out, do the math, and yeah, it's not going to be exactly that time, but that's what we're shooting for. So obviously we have to do all our checks and balances first, make sure everything's good on the test net before going on mainnet. So yeah, but to prepare yourself, it's best to have some PLS in the wallet ready to go, so that way you can get in straight away. There'll probably be some bots buying in then too. So if you're a bit worried about that, you can always wait, 30 minutes or something like that. There's no rush. These things aren't, we're an organic small foundation crew. We haven't done any like pre-sales or anything like that. So it's not like someone's going to come in and just buy up the entire supply straight away. So it should be good. People don't have to stress about being the first person to purchase, but definitely, I would be getting in there in the first 24 hours for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So for guys wondering, you probably want to best get some Ethereum first on your MetaMask, and then go to the official PulseChain website where you can then access the bridge. You can bridge your Ethereum over to PulseChain, swap that for the Pulse token itself, and then from there you can go to different various exchanges on the Pulse network. I think Peteus is a DEX aggregator, so it should have most of the coins on there where you can then swap your Pulse for the meme coin itself. And always remember, guys, it's a meme coin at the end of the day. We all want to get involved, but have some brains on you, and don't gamble with the whole of your portfolio. Always have a strategy. Like I said, you have your Bitcoin and ETH, you have your mid caps, and then you have your scratcher bets that you can play around with. And that's the whole fun of crypto, that you can actually do that.
Absolutely, yeah. This is considered a lottery ticket, guys. I'm definitely not guaranteeing any future profits. So yeah, enter at your own risk. I can tell you that I won't be dumping on the market, and yeah, obviously it's pretty easy to tell from this video that I'm happy to put my name, face out there, dox myself.
Completely doxed. Yep.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, very confident in that. It's I think this definitely is going to be something special. So we'd love to have you on board, love to have you a part of it. For all those watching out there, and just as a sneaky thing, we might be doing a little bit of a giveaway before we launch. So obviously we can't give away the actual tokens, but we may or may not be giving away a bit of PLS to some people so that they can actually use that to then buy into the token. And I guess I'll just have to trust that they do that, not buy some other token. But at the end of the day, it's their choice.
There you go. And guys, if you get PLS at these prices, I mean, you're looking at minimum 10x your money in a few months down the line, possibly 20, 25, maybe even 50. It depends how crazy we get. So yeah, that $10 might be 100 or 1,000. You never know.
Yeah, and not to mention if you're leveraged on PLS with a meme coin, could be even juicier.
Absolutely. Everyone's in prime position right now. You've had the warning. This is the time. You won't get these opportunities anymore in the future because we're primed for takeoff.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me, bro. It's always a great time to jump on these with you and shoot the shit. Before I go, I did want to ask you, who's gonna win in the UFC today?
Oh, I saw
Reb or Sugar Sean?
I love Sugar Sean. He's my man. I don't know. It seems like the other guy is a formidable opponent though, so I'm not too sure. I haven't seen much of him, but Sugar Sean's my man.
He's a beast. He's at least a head shorter though than Sean. And I think when Sugar finds his reach and he just gets in that zone, I think he's going to pepper him from a distance. And I could definitely see a TKO, round 3 after he's done all that downloading that he does.
Awesome. And let me ask you,
gamble responsibly. You lose more than you win.
Ladbrokes.
Ladbrokes.
You got to do it in a strong masculine accent. It hits harder. One more thing before we go.
Yeah.
So, I think it's November, election time. Do you have the Orange Man or do you have Comrade Kamala? Who's winning?
Oh, it's got to be Orange Man.
It's got to be Orange Man, right?
It has to be. It has to be. Like, I actually thought the Democrats would be more intelligent and sort of make a lot of promises to also be pro-crypto and then just renege on them. But they haven't even done that. They've been very clearly anti-crypto. So,
Operation Choke Point.
That's
just they have no interest in letting this ecosystem thrive.
Exactly. And with Trump now, being endorsed by Bobby K,
and Tulsi.
Yeah, Bobby K, anyone with Bobby K, Robbie K, it's a good endorsement, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, he wants to change the food as well, I heard. Like he wants to make big changes in the food industry in America. That's amazing.
Yep. Calling out the dirty and everything like that.
Oh no, you said the V word. Shit.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. We've been removed so many times now. It doesn't even matter at this point.
Imagine that. I went through this whole podcast not raising any red flags, and maybe we'll just cut that out. Edit that out. Maybe
no, guys. Speak to your doctor. Don't listen to us for any medical advice. All right. We
are not medical professionals.
We are not medical professionals whatsoever. Speak to your doctor.
Trust Big Pharma.
Tim Pool does that all the time, so I think he can get away with speaking about. Just you have to mention that you have to speak to your doctor.
Okay, great. And we love Bill Gates.
Yes, we love Billy. He's the best. They're eating the dogs and the cats.
So the internet's never been better.
Oh my god!
So much entertainment.
The memes.
The world might have gone to shit, but the entertainment on the internet is just at an all-time high.
Just grab the popcorn out and just watch the fall of the empire, I guess, and make money in the meanwhile.
Exactly.
What can you do, Rob? It is what it is. We had a good run.
We had a good run, exactly.
Maybe we'll be out in Eastern Europe or, I don't know, some island when the shit really starts to hit the fan.
Exactly. Make enough crypto that you can have 10 passports and 10 properties in different countries, so you're well diversified.
El Salvador sounds good.
Yeah, yep, definitely.
All right, Rob. It was good speaking to you, man. Best of luck with the project.
Always a pleasure, Christian.
Can't wait till it drops, and I'm definitely a buyer. And a holder. I ain't dumping, I ain't cheating. No way. Richard Hart taught me well.
I'll hold you that. I know you will. Love you, bro. Thanks for having me on.
Take
Chat
care.
soon.
See you guys. Take care.